засученными рукавами.
Is it comfortable with the sleeves rolled up like this? Yes, very comfortable. And the blouse is so beautiful. Thank you so much. The greatest compliment for a designer isn't hearing that the dress is beautiful, but that the woman wearing it is beautiful.
Я помню в детстве, что мне...
I remember loving making clothes as a child. I did it with such joy, and I also loved to draw. At school, I was always on the editorial committee, as we used to call it. I was always the one designing wall newspapers, drawing and decorating. Nobody taught me how to do it. It just came naturally, and most importantly, I loved it. No one forced me. I always took the initiative because I wanted to do it.
Но мои увлечения скажем, в нестандартном подходе к моему внешнему...
My passion for taking an unconventional approach to my personal style and look started right around my teenage years. And that was a turning point when I realized what really matters to a teenager: having clout among your friends, standing out. So I started experimenting with my clothes, my image, how I looked, and how I carried myself. I'd say that's exactly where my passion began to take root.
Вот я бы сказала, что примерно оттуда у меня стал появляться интерес.
When she was still in school, she would sketch designs and show them to me, but I didn't pay much attention to it back then. Over time, I started to notice that her drawings were actually very good. One day she said, "Mom, I don't really understand how clothes are actually put together. I need practical knowledge, some real experience." At that time, there was a garment factory in Almaty. Our neighbor Tatiana worked there. I thought about it for a bit and took her there. Tatiana said, "Let her come." And one day she brought home a beautifully tailored suit from that place. During her college years, jeans were all the rage. But back then, denim was also impossible to find. It was in short supply. She said, "Mom, let's go to the market and buy some denim." Her dad and I looked everywhere, but there was none to be found. Then one day she walks in, and it turns out, without her dad's knowledge, she had made jeans out of his pants, and they looked absolutely stunning. At that point, it was impossible to say, "Don't do that," because the proof was right there. She genuinely had a talent for it. She's incredibly hardworking, honest. She never lies.
Именно по маминой линии у нас есть художники.
On my mother's side, we have artists. Practically everyone draws well. My grandmother used to embroider such patterns, such carpets. There were so many colors, so many shades. I remember visiting her in the village as a child. Looking back, I think, my God, it was all so beautiful. They simply had a natural talent from birth, and they just ran with it.
Очень красиво. Вот просто, что они получили от природы какой талант, то они и делали. Но я никогда не думала, что я пойду в эту сторону. Никогда. потому что я даже не знала.
But I never thought I would go down this path. Never. I guess I didn't even know a profession like this existed. I only realized it when I was already in college. I actually enrolled in a completely different department. I went to a technological institute. That's what it was back then, before it became a university. There were two paths there, the food industry and light industry. And I chose the technology of grain storage and processing. I studied for 2 years, and then, as I was transitioning into my third year, I saw that they had opened a design major. That's when I thought, yes, that's where I want to be.
И вот и тогда я подумала, что да, я хочу туда. Когда выходила замуж, я думала, что я буду дома.
When I got married, I thought I'd be a homemaker. To be honest, I had no intention of working. The family I grew up in was a traditional Kazakh family. I was raised to be a wife. We were all raised to be good wives. That's just how it was back then. If you wanted to be a successful woman, you married successfully.
Стать успешной женщиной, выйди успешно замуж. Я думала, что да, такая моя жизнь будет, я даже не знала, что может быть по-другому.
I thought, yes, that's what my life will look like. I didn't even know there was any other way. I remember we had this clash when my husband asked me, so what exactly are you planning to do? What do you mean? I said, raise our children, stay at home, cook for you. What else would I do? And that's when I got the biggest wake-up call of my life. He said, well, I don't need that kind of wife. It's boring to me. I got so angry and I told him, oh, really? Fine, I'll find a place, I'll get a job, I'll start working. And you know what? You better watch out because you'll be the one making less than me.
Работу, я устроюсь. И знаешь что? Бойся зарабатывать меньше меня.
I had studied design. I had the experience, good experience, and I realized that I knew how to do this, I could do it, and I had the talent. So yes, it was the only path forward. There was no other choice. It wasn't like I was just sitting around thinking, oh, what should I do with my life now? I knew exactly that this would be my business. I started working long before the Salta brand itself was born. At first, I borrowed some money from my dad. I bought 3 old Soviet sewing machines and opened an atelier. Eventually, that atelier grew, but then the 2007 financial crisis hit and my business started losing money. In that moment, I thought, okay, if I'm going to lose money, I might as well lose it on my dream. So I borrowed money from my mom, used it to go to China and bought fabric. And that's how the first collection was born. It turned out so impressive that I flew straight to Paris with it. This isn't the one, right? Oh, this is it. Oh, there it is. Here. Black and white. Yes, exactly. A little pearl. It's the exact same fabric, just in a different color. Yeah, I really like it too. Look, you can either cinch the waist like this, or leave it looser, the way it was before.
Salta
is a woman who truly deeply loves women. The pieces she creates aren't just beautiful, they're incredibly comfortable. They accentuate a woman's best features and above all, they instill confidence. Had she been born in Paris, the entire world would be talking about her by now. It's simply a matter of geography. Yes, we are far from the fashion capitals, but Salta is someone who possesses a truly rare, innate talent. She sees the lines, she instinctively knows what to emphasize, and she understands exactly what a woman needs.
То, что нужно подчеркнуть, то, что нужно дать женщине.
был фундамент, опыт, столько.
I had the foundation, the experience, and years of hard work behind me. I knew it all. I knew everything about tailoring, everything about fabric. I already had the team and the equipment. In other words, during the time I spent manufacturing uniforms, I managed to bring in top-tier professionals. People who commanded high salaries, people who were excellent at garment construction and tailoring. I was able to purchase high-quality equipment and gain the exact experience needed to produce premium, well-made clothing. So I had the entire infrastructure ready, and it was on this very foundation that I created my first collection. It was a multi-capsule collection with an ethnic style, and I flew straight to Paris with it. That's how it all began.
Все дают вот такую обратную связь, что эта одежда
The feedback we get from everyone is that this clothing helps them get through the toughest moments of their lives. There is something about these pieces that gives a woman strength, the strength to feel powerful, to feel like, I can do this, I will get through it. But at the same time, even though our audience consists of businesswomen, it's mostly a relaxed corporate style. It's really about a woman always remembering that, yes, life has its challenges, but I can still stay relaxed, I can still be playful, and can still be fully alive. During one part of the day, I am a deeply serious professional, but during another part, I can do whatever I want.
А меня мальчишки из Казахстан Fashion.
The guys from Kazakhstan Fashion Week, Alexei Chen and Sayat Dusabayev, have been nagging me for as long as they've known me, asking, when are you finally going to make your own collection? When are you going to join us? And I thought, well, the collection is actually ready. So I told them, yes, of course, sign me up. At Kazakhstan Fashion Week, the guest of honor was the fashion historian Alexander Vasilyev. So my show takes place, I present the collection, and then there's a break.
Перерыв. А у нас там шоурум, где выставлены работы всех дизайнеров.
We had a showroom there, where all the designers displayed their work. As I walk up, I see this massive crowd of people, just packed. And everyone is gathered around my rack. I push my way to the center, and there stands Alexander Vasilyev, right by my rack, inspecting the clothes, with everyone filming him. And he looks at me and says, "Oh, so this is who you are. This is the person who made this." He was absolutely thrilled with the collection. Because, you know, it felt just like my grandmother's carpets. So he was ecstatic, and of course, I gifted him that coat. The next day during his lecture, he actually held that coat in his hands with it laid out right in front of him, and he told everyone, this is exactly what the world wants from Asia.
Говорил, вот что мир хочет от Азии. Вот.
мне нравится, что она делает, и, скорее всего, моя любимая коллекция – это последняя.
I love what she does. Honestly, my favorite collection is definitely her latest one, the last collection featuring leather jackets and sportswear. If I had to pick an absolute favorite, it's that one. And hearing her stories about her teenage years and how she started from scratch without any financial support, especially when your parents aren't even in the same profession, it's just incredible. It shows that you can build something this massive from nothing. And it's not just big for her, but for Kazakhstan as well.
Нечто большое не только вот для нее самой, а для Казахстана тоже.
я начинаю активно заниматься спортом. Я начинаю увлекаться спортом. Фитнес-залы, сквош. И открываю для себя...
I started getting really into sports. I took up fitness, squash, things like that, and I discovered a brand that wasn't available here in Kazakhstan. I first saw it in Dubai. I completely fell in love with it. The fabrics, the fit. Then I realized that my own wardrobe was starting to fill up with activewear from other labels. It got to the point where it made up 50% of my closet. For me, that was unacceptable. My wardrobe should always be 90% my own clothes. I need to want to wear my own designs. To me, that's the ultimate litmus test of whether a product is good or not. And when I noticed all this activewear from other brands, I thought, if I enjoy wearing sportswear so much, leggings, stretchy materials, shirts, dresses, all made from high-performance athletic fabrics, then I need to start making sportswear for myself.
Тянется все это из спортивных тканей. И я понимаю, что я тоже хочу делать, значит, для себя спортивную одежду.
Я сейчас очень ярко вижу, как она вдохновляется в спорте.
Right now, I can clearly see how much she's inspired by sports. I'm quite active myself, and she often tells me how much she likes my photos, the way I move, how I run, and things like that. In fact, over the last few years, Salta has taken up sports herself, tennis, paddle, and because of that, she figured out exactly what women need to look amazing while working out. I absolutely love how she blends sports with style right now. I mean, you see it in her latest collection, but it's a massive global trend anyway. If you look at the runways, even in Paris, models are practically running down the catwalk in sportswear. Athletics have become such a huge part of our daily lives and of fashion as well.
По подиуму, то есть спортивная одежда. Настолько спорт сейчас стал частью нашей повседневной жизни, да, и фэшн, и так далее.
Езжу в Париж регулярно на выставки.
I travel to Paris regularly for trade shows, where I track down these factories, connect with them, sign contracts, and start ordering materials to test out new textile collections.
Это классный продукт. То, что мы начали делать, это здорово. И как раз я начинаю думать про спорт.
It's an incredible product. What we've started doing is amazing. And just as I was brainstorming about sportswear, I realized we needed to collaborate with someone. I was thinking about different sports, trying to see who we could team up with, what we could create, and so on. And then my team and I had an idea. What if we applied to design the Olympic uniform? It was right before the Tokyo Games. We hooked onto that idea, reached out to the Olympic Committee, put together a presentation stating who we are and that our brand has been around since 2007. We designed a uniform for them and sent over our concept and sketches. Eventually, they contacted us, and that's how it all kicked off. We met up, talked, I showed them our product and our quality, and they gave us the green light to make the first sample.
Показала наше качество, и нам дали добро на то, чтобы мы сделали первые сэмплы.
Я считаю, что Салта – один из самых ярких примеров того, какой должна быть женщина.
I believe Salta is one of the brightest examples of what a successful Central Asian woman should be. I mean, success doesn't necessarily mean a massive amount of money or runways in Paris. To me, in this case, it means a person who has truly found their calling. She's doing exactly what she excels at. She creates something that makes other women happy. And I think she draws a huge amount of energy from that process. That's why I truly consider Salta to be one of the most successful, self-actualized women in Central Asia.
Салта является одной из самых успешных женщин в Центральной Азии, которые реализовались.
Я человек непрерывного роста.
I am someone who believes in continuous growth. I'm never fully satisfied. I'm never content with what I have. I always want more, and more. I'm just insatiable that way. Of course, looking back, I can see the massive progress and growth, both in the business and in myself as a person.
Личности. Как все-таки важна женская...
Along the way, I've come to realize just how important female solidarity really is. Supporting one another, whether it's a friend, a sister, a mother, a colleague, or relative, creates an incredibly powerful support system. Because no one understands a woman quite like another woman.